exactly what I would do to each and every one of these hackers if I ever got my hands on them. But regardless, welcome back, true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans, to a very interesting but also extremely saddening video pertaining to not just Marvel's Spider-Man 2, not just Marvel's Wolverine, not just any other upcoming project that Insomniac Games may or may not be working on, but specifically Insomniac Games themselves and the crazy situation that they are currently experiencing. And I will be thoroughly diving into all the news within this video, but because I'm actually someone with a heart and soul who does not disrespect people who have not actually revealed things on their own fruition yet, I will not be unveiling or discussing the leaked projects that were recently revealed that are in production from Insomniac Games, because I, for one, respect their privacy and integrity to show something when it is actually ready to be shown. But before we get into that, I did want to discuss with you, you might notice a change of scenery in the background here. It's actually because I have officially moved out from my on-campus apartment at San Francisco State University, because I have officially graduated from San Francisco State University with a bachelor's degree in communications.
Oh my god. Say chess. Chess.
It has been a long time coming, but it's finally happened. Now I have moved back home since moving out from on campus, and I just want to thank each and every one of you for all your support ever since the beginning of 2023, starting that process of me trying to obtain that degree while simultaneously covering Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and all the other upcoming Marvel games they're all super looking forward to. I could not have done it without each and every single one of your support throughout that entire journey, and as this journey continues further down the line in the future. So again, thank you, each and every single one of you, for all your support. I couldn't do it without you. But until we get into the next exciting Marvel game, hopefully from Insomniac, definitely make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying, and for even more Marvel Games videos like this down the line. Now, I'm genuinely not joking when I say that this isn't only a massive leak relating to Insomniac and the current projects that they're working on, but this might actually end up being the biggest hack within gaming industry history. And knowing that this absolutely monstrous criminal act is happening to a developer as kind-hearted and passionate as Insomniac is absolutely heartbreaking to see. And yes, I am pretty damn serious when I say that this entire hack is way worse than what we previously saw with the other massive gaming industry hack with Grand Theft Auto 6. Because on top of leaking extremely private info for all these upcoming projects that they're working on, the hackers have also gone on to dox extremely personal data files for individual Insomniac employees. And knowing that this situation as a whole isn't just impacting the current projects that Insomniac is working on, but also the daily livelihoods of every single one of these developers is absolutely atrocious. Now, to give you all some context about this breaking news is that it was initially reported on cyberdaily.com the entire situation revolving around Insomniac Games, where the author of this article, of David Hollingworth, went on to write the following. Snigged. Residia dumps more than a terabyte of Insomniac Games' internal data. The Residia ransomware gang publishes 98% of leaked data minutes after the ransom deadline passes, Wolverine game files included. The Residia ransomware gang has posted a trove of Insomniac Games' internal data to its darknet leak site following the passing of its ransom deadline. The data totals 1.67 terabytes and contains more than 1.3 million files, including many that appear to belong to Insomniac's upcoming Wolverine video game. The gang said in its leak post that, quote-unquote, not sold data was uploaded. Data hunters enjoy. And it appears some data was in fact sold to an enterprising bidder. Only 98% of the full data set has been uploaded. Residia initially made its threat to publish on the 12th of December, after publishing limited proof of hack material, including passport scans, and was asking about a US amount of $2 million for the data. Any buyer, including Sony, was welcome to bid. The files were uploaded in 3 parts, each linking to an online data catalog. Looking through the first set of data alone reveals a wide selection of level design and character materials, and even design images and JPEGs, all from the Wolverine game. The leak also includes many files from Insomniac's Spider-Man 2 video game, as well as internal HR documents such as I-9 employment forms and termination documents. Internal screenshots of Insomniac's Slack channels are included, and the contents of several employee PCs have also been published. And coming from the article's website directly is that Cyber Daily reached out to Residia to learn a little more about the circumstances of the attack. And it turns out Sony and Insomniac were specifically targeted, at least according to Residia. And in what I personally believe to be the most arrogant and asinine statement I've ever read within my entire life, Residia went on to state the following. Yes, we knew who we were attacking. We knew that developers making games like this would be an easy target. It also turns out that the hack itself did not present much of a problem, with the spokesperson saying, "We were able to get the domain administrator within 20 to 25 minutes of hacking the network." As to Sony's investigation of the incident, which was launched soon after the hack came to light, Residia has some worrying advice. And to quote them directly is that Sony has launched an investigation, but it would be better in the backyard. And finally, when it comes to motivation, Residia said that money was the only motive for the attack. And what's even crazier is that on top of all of that, Residia has also managed to fully leak the entire production pipeline within Insomniac Games' studio for the next 10 years, and all of their upcoming AAA video games that will be releasing down the line.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Why don't you pop some more pills and say what you really feel?
Hey,
You want forgiveness? Get religion.
So just to recap all the insanity for this news here is that this isn't even just a small leak of information relating to one minor project that Insomniac is working on, but rather it's almost that their entire company has been hacked, exposed, and pretty much violated by this hacking group Residia in the most malicious way I can possibly describe. It is baffling that these scumbags would decide to go after a developer not only as wonderful and kind and passionate and talented as Insomniac, but specifically doxing individual employees and developers and releasing their public banking information and financial data and employment records and everything that is pretty much what their job is, and just leaks that out for the entire public for other hackers to gain access to is pure evil. It's just baffling that not only this happened, but happened to a company like Insomniac. And as someone who, if you guys recall, his entire channel is based on Marvel's Spider-Man and Spider-Man PS4, Miles Morales, and any other upcoming Marvel game that is releasing, it all started thanks to Insomniac Games. And not only am I saying that as a fan and a content creator, but also as someone who has genuinely been able to interact with each and every one of these developers on an extremely personal level in so many wonderful opportunities I can't even describe. The one I will describe, though, if you follow me online or have seen any of my previous videos, is my very first E3, when E3 was still around, rest in peace E3, was E3 2018, where they showed the Raft gameplay demo for Spider-Man PS4, and I was there obviously to cover it and see it for the channel, but also as a fan. And back then, I only had like a little over 20,000 subscribers. The Spidey Squad, of course, was still fairly new, same with my channel, and we were all just super excited for Spider-Man PS4 and what that game was going to entail, because we couldn't believe that a game like that was happening. And when I went there, I'm not kidding when I say this, even with the minor audience that I had at the time, every single Insomniac developer that I walked up to and actually said hello to knew who I was, thanked me personally, and expressed just how grateful they were, not only for the support that I gave through the channel, but also to you, every single one of you, and the fans out there in the wider, broader Spider-Man fan community, because they know just how passionate we are as fans towards the character of Spider-Man, but also towards the company and the people who work on these games and pour their lives, their hearts and souls into these projects years at a time, almost full decades now with what's going to be happening, pouring into these projects just to provide us with entertainment. And of course, even meeting people like Ted Price, who's the CEO of Insomniac Games, Brian Intar, the creative director of the Marvel Spider-Man games, the first one and the second one, and the head writer, John Paquette, the art director, Jacinda Chu. Every single developer over at Insomniac loves what they do, but more importantly, they love the community of people that engage with their games. And seeing them be harassed in this way is extremely not only heartbreaking, but also disappointing to see hackers and even just any leaker out there go after a company like this when they could either A, not do it, or B, just go after a completely different company instead of a small scale, game developer outlet compared to any other bigger corporation. The fact that they're being targeted like this is maddening, and I can't even imagine what this might mean for the future of not only these developers working on these projects, but also for the developers themselves and what that could mean for their jobs and the security and the safety of them being able to gain proper employment and what that could mean for the future of their livelihoods in general. I find it absolutely baffling. I think that this entire situation is just absurd, and I'm really hoping that by the time that people can actually become more aware of what's going on with the situation, that, of course, we support Insomniac. What matters most now is that we support Insomniac through and through, 110% every step of the way. How can we do that? Obviously, don't share the leaks, but also send them a positive message on social media. Stop the leaks from spreading by simply avoiding talking about them, and if you can, maybe report on other videos or other content pieces on social media that are openly sharing what these leaks are, because that is obviously not what Insomniac intended to happen. But mainly as someone like me who has been able to meet these developers, they are people too, of course. But knowing that they have been invaded like this is something I never thought was going to happen in the entire history of the gaming industry, but also seeing it happen to Insomniac specifically is downright crazy. So just extend a helping hand, be there for who you can. If you know someone from Insomniac, give them your thanks, shower them with your support, and just fingers crossed that this situation can be resolved soon. But things might end up getting worse before they get better because of everything that's out there right now. But we're just going to have to wait and see as to what Insomniac might say if given an official word or a statement. But we shall wait and be there for them, because that's all that we can really do. But with all that said, everybody, that is the video that I have for all you today. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. What do you think about this insane hack towards Insomniac Games? What do you want them to do to kind of alleviate the situation? Should they publicly announce the things that were leaked to kind of ease the tension, or should they just keep quiet for now and just not acknowledge them at all? We shall wait and see, but it's definitely going to be a interesting next couple of years to see how the situation might be resolved in any way. But with all that said, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and for more Marvel Games videos like this in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay spectacular, Spidey fans, and until next time, peace out.